Good morning, my name is Mark Polef Lagmukan and I will inform you about the topic of discrete mathematics in IT from week 1 to 8. First is the union of two sets means joining all the elements together from both sets. It includes everything that is in either of the sets or in both. Example, if set A equals 1, 2, 3 and set B is equals to 3, 4, 5, then the A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because we combined all elements from both sets 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next is a transitive relation. It is a type of relation in mathematics where if A is related to B and B is related to C, then A is also related to C. In symbols, if AB element R and BC are element R, then AC must also be in R. That means the relation passes through from one element to another. It transfers the relationship. Example, let the relation RB is greater than, so if 5 is greater than 3 and 3 is greater than 1, then 5 is greater 1. In week 3 to 4, let us discuss about the predicates and quantifiers. A predicate is a statement or expression that contains a variable and it becomes true or false when you give that variable a specific value. In short, a predicate is like a sentence with blank that needs to be filled in to know if it's true or false. Example, we have a statement that x is greater than 5, so we can write it as propositional function equals x greater than 5. This statement depends on the value of x, so if our x is equal to 7, then it is true, but if x is equal to 3, then it is false. So propositional function is a predicate because its truth depends on the value of x. Next is universal quantifiers. The universal quantifier written as A na pabaliktad is a symbol in logic and mathematics that means for all or for every. It is used to show that a statement applies to every element in a particular set or group. So if even one value of x makes the statement false, then the whole statement is false. So let's proceed to week 5 and 6. A permutation means arranging things in order. It's about how many different ways you can order or organize a set of objects. The order is very important in permutation. Example, we have 3 letters such as A, B, and C. So let's arrange them in all possible orders. ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, and CBA. There are 6 possible arrangements. So the number of permutations of 3 different items is 3 times 2 times 1. That means 3 letters can be arranged in 6 different ways. If there are no total object and if you want to arrange R of them, you can use this formula. P and R equals fraction n over n minus R. Next one is combination. A combination means choosing or selecting items from a group without caring about the order. That means if you pick items in different order but they're the same items, it's still one combination. Example, you have 3 fruits such as apple, banana, orange. You want to choose 2 fruits to make juice. The possible selections are apple and banana, apple and orange, and banana and orange. There are 3 possible combinations. Notice that banana apple and apple banana are the same group, so we can count them only once because order doesn't matter. If there are n total objects and you choose R of them, the formula is C n R fraction R n minus R, where n factorial means multiply all whole numbers down to 1. Example, 5 factorial equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is equal to 120. Last week is 7 and 8. So, a surjective function or onto function is a type of function where every element in the range output set has at least one corresponding element from the domain or input set. In short, every possible output is used, nothing is left out. That means the function covers the entire range. Example, we have a function f equals to a and b, where a 1, 2, 3 domain, this is the domain, then b, a, b, c is our range. If we define the function as f1 equals a, f2 equals b, f3 equals c, every element in b such as a, b, c is hit by some element in a. Last one is equivalence relation. An equivalence relation is a special type of relation that shows how elements of a set are related or equivalent to each other in some way. It's a relation that groups elements together that share a common property. A relation R on a set A is called an equivalence relation if it satisfies three properties such as reflexive, symmetric property, and the transitive property. That's all. Thank you.